Let's talk about millennials, the generation everyone loves to blame for, well, everything. From the death of department stores to the rise of social media, it seems like every headline has something to say about them. But who are they really? And why does it matter so much? Born between the early 1980s and the mid-1990s, millennials are the bridge between the analog past and the digital future. They're the last generation to remember life before the internet, but the first to fully embrace the digital age. They grew up with dial-up modems and floppy disks, but now they're fluent in memes, apps, and cloud computing. They grew up before smartphones, but can't imagine life without them. For millennials, technology isn't just a tool, it's a way of life. They've adapted to rapid change, learning to navigate a world that's constantly evolving. Why do their values matter? Because there are a lot of them, and their choices shape our world. Millennials make up a huge portion of the workforce, the consumer market, and the voting public. Their preferences influence everything from the way companies do business to the policies governments create. From the workplace to politics, their influence is everywhere. They're driving changes in how we work, what we buy, and even how we communicate. Flexible hours, remote work, and a focus on purpose over profit. That's the millennial effect in action. They're not just a demographic, they're a cultural and economic force. Millennials are redefining success, prioritizing experiences over possessions, and demanding more from brands and leaders. Millennials came of age during massive change, the rise of the internet, 9/11, the 2008 financial crisis, and now, climate change and pandemics. These events didn't just happen around them, they shaped who millennials are and what they care about. These events shaped their worldview and priorities. They've learned to be resilient, adaptable, and socially conscious. Issues like mental health, diversity, and sustainability aren't just buzzwords, they're core values. Forget the stereotypes. This generation is about authenticity, community, and impact. Millennials are passionate about making a difference, whether it's through volunteering, activism, or supporting ethical businesses. They question old systems, not to break them, but to find better ways. Millennials are innovators, constantly looking for solutions to problems previous generations left unsolved. Companies, politicians, and even your family are trying to figure them out. Why? Because understanding millennials means understanding the future of work, culture, and society itself. Their upbringing was a roller coaster, giving them a unique lens on life. They've seen rapid technological progress, economic uncertainty, and shifting social norms, all before turning 40. Understanding millennials isn't just interesting, it's essential for seeing where we're all headed. Their dreams, anxieties, and ambitions are shaping the next chapter of our collective story. The avocado toast jokes? Fun, but not the whole story. Behind the memes are real people navigating a complex world, balancing tradition and innovation. Millennials want to make a difference, not just make noise. They're rolling up their sleeves, getting involved, and pushing for progress on issues that matter. Their values are quickly becoming everyone's reality. What millennials care about today, like equality, transparency, and sustainability, will define the world of tomorrow. So let's move past the cliches and see what really makes this generation tick. It's time to look beyond the headlines and understand the hopes, challenges, and motivations that drive millennials every day. Because their story is shaping our future, and whether you're a millennial or not, their journey is one we all share. For previous generations, the idea of success was pretty straightforward. It meant landing a steady job, working hard for decades, and eventually settling down in a comfortable house, often with a white picket fence out front. The dream was about security, predictability, and building a life that looked much like your parents or grandparents before you. And if you were lucky, you'd retire with a gold watch and a pension. But millennials have completely flipped that script, redefining what it means to make it in today's world. For this generation, success isn't just about accumulating possessions or climbing the corporate ladder. It's about collecting experiences, pursuing personal growth, and finding fulfillment in everyday moments. They want to live life on their own terms, not just follow a path set by tradition. Flexibility is prized over stability. The freedom to work from anywhere, to travel, or to change careers is more valuable than staying in one place for decades. Happiness, connection, and well-being matter more than material wealth or owning a big house. Millennials are choosing to invest in relationships, health, and meaningful experiences. Thanks to technology, the world has opened up in ways previous generations could only dream of. Work can happen from a beach, a bustling city, or a cozy mountain cabin. Success now means having the option to work remotely, to choose purpose over just a paycheck, and to seek out careers that align with personal values. Community, collaboration, and giving back are more important than ever. Millennials are building networks and friendships that enrich their lives, often valuing these connections over property or possessions. The classic white picket fence? For many, it's just one option among many, not the ultimate goal. Urban apartments, shared homes, and alternative living arrangements are all part of the new landscape. Millennials are intentionally designing lives that reflect their values, passions, and dreams, rather than simply following a script handed down from the past. For them, living richly means savoring life, nurturing relationships, and finding joy in the journey, not just having rich things. Millennials are rewriting the rules of the workplace, challenging the traditional 9-to-5 grind that defined previous generations. For them, work isn't just about clocking in and out, it's about making a difference and finding fulfillment in what they do every day. They want work that matters, not just a paycheck. Millennials are seeking roles where their efforts contribute to something bigger than themselves, whether that's helping their community, supporting a cause, or driving innovation. Purpose, growth, and a positive culture are non-negotiable. They thrive in environments where creativity is encouraged, collaboration is celebrated, and every voice is heard. Millennials seek employers who invest in their development and well-being, offering mentorship, opportunities to learn new skills, and recognition for their contributions. Work-life balance isn't just a trendy buzzword, it's a requirement for a healthy, sustainable career. They value time to recharge, pursue passions, and connect with loved ones. Flexible schedules, remote work, and generous time off are must-haves, not perks. Millennials want the freedom to design their workdays and take time for themselves when needed. They're loyal to companies that truly value them, but quick to move on if their needs aren't met. Recognition, respect, and a sense of belonging keep them engaged. The Great Resignation? It's fueled by their relentless search for meaning, growth, and workplaces that align with their values. The future of work is about results, not hours spent at a desk. Productivity and impact matter more than simply being present. For millennials, it's about building a career and a life on their own terms with purpose, flexibility, and the freedom to enjoy every Friday off. Millennials' relationship with money is complicated. Saddled with student debt and economic uncertainty, they're cautious and pragmatic. Traditional milestones like home ownership feel out of reach, so they prioritize experiences and values. They support ethical, transparent brands and use their spending to drive change. Investing is digital. Think apps and crypto, not just stocks and bonds. There's a deep distrust of old financial systems. Millennials balance saving for the future with living fully now. Financial health means freedom, not just a big bank account. For them, money is a tool to build a meaningful life, Millennials are the first true digital natives. Technology shapes how they connect, work, and express themselves. Social media is their platform for activism, creativity, and community. But constant connectivity brings anxiety, comparison, and burnout. They're learning to set boundaries and protect their mental health. Navigating digital life is a defining challenge. Millennials are writing the rulebook for online wellness. Their experience is a lesson for us all in a tech-driven world. Millennials are passionate about making a difference. They use social media to raise awareness and mobilize for causes. Hashtags become movements. Think Black Lives Matter and climate strikes. But their activism goes beyond the screen. They march, vote, and volunteer. They choose careers and brands that align with their values. Millennials demand diversity, inclusion, and sustainability. Their empathy drives real change, challenging old power structures. Caring isn't weakness, it's their strength. They're building a more just and connected world. Millennials face real economic hurdles: student debt, soaring housing costs, and job insecurity. Many are lifelong renters, unable to build wealth through homeownership. The gig economy offers flexibility, but little stability. Juggling multiple jobs is common, but safety nets are thin. These aren't personal failings, they're systemic challenges. Millennials aren't just complaining, they're spotlighting issues that affect us all. Solving these problems is crucial for a fairer future. Their struggles highlight the need for big societal solutions. Millennials aren't lazy or entitled. They're resilient, thoughtful, and engaged. They're redefining success, work, and what it means to live well. Their values, authenticity, community, purpose are reshaping our world. They're pushing companies and institutions to be better. Economic and mental health challenges are real, but so is their creativity and resilience. Millennials are building new models for work, life, and community. Understanding them means understanding our future. Their story is one of hope and determination. They choose optimism and action, even in tough times. And that choice is shaping the world for all of us.